You got good at hiding. You got good at masking. You learned to play camouflage. Like a chameleon, you shifted colours to avoid predators. Only your predators were rejection, disapproval, abandonment. And yet they kept you safe. But guess what? Staying invisible also kept you from hunting, from building, from leading. See, a chameleon that never comes out of hiding starves. And you've been starving. Starving for authenticity, for freedom, for expression. Now here's the paradox. The very skills you developed to survive, tracking people's eyes, sensing their moods, anticipating their reactions, they're the same skills that flipped make you a goddamn influencer of reality. You've been playing defense. It's time to play offense. Think of it like martial arts. You trained your whole life to block punches, to duck, to dodge. You know every twitch of the opponent's muscles before they throw a strike. That's genius. But what's the use if all you do is dodge? Now imagine channeling all that awareness into offense. Instead of just not getting hit, you land precise, devastating blows. Influence, not avoidance. That's what's happening when you reframe your masking into leading. Here's the karma. If you don't flip the script, you stay small, polite, agreeable. You keep waiting for permission that never fucking comes. You die with the song still in you. And the science. The stress hormone cortisol, it eats away at your nervous system every time you suppress yourself. Chronic self-betrayal literally shortens your lifespan. No metaphor there, straight biology. But if you act, if you step into influence, into expression, into unapologetic power, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, your brain rewards you. You literally wire yourself into confidence. You've been a ship lost in fog, circling carefully, not to crash into others. But your real role, you're the lighthouse. A lighthouse doesn't dim its light to avoid blinding sailors. It shines so ships don't wreck. Your suppression, it's been wrecking ships. Your expression saves them. Think when you were kids. You naturally led. You say, hey, let's go this way. And they follow without questioning. You're influencing. Or when you hyped a friend up before a big decision, you feel the shift in the energy. And you feed them words to move them forward. That's influence. You've been doing this unconsciously, in micro moments. Now magnify that. Make it deliberate. Masking was you pruning yourself down, cutting branches so you wouldn't take up too much space. But influence, that's planting seeds in other people's soil. Some grow immediately, some take years, but every word, every gesture, every vibe you project is a seed. If you don't plant deliberately, weeds grow. If you do plant deliberately, you create forests. Mirror neurons. Other people's brains literally copy your emotional state. When you're confident, their nervous system syncs to that. When you hide, they feel the void and fill it with their agenda. Influence isn't magic, it's neurobiology. You track eyes and energy because your amygdala is hypersensitive. That's social genius. All that's left is re-aiming the gun. Big picture, masking is survival. Influence is leadership. Every nod, every tone shift, every pause creates micro-trances in others. You already know the timing. Instead of shrinking, you expand. Of course you're scared. Influence means you'll piss people off. But here's the truth. If your authenticity makes someone reject you, that's not loss, that's filtration. Like gold panning. You wash away the sand so the nuggets remain. Imagine a tiger raised in a cage. It learns not to roar, not to leap, because the bars punish it. One day, the cage is gone, but the tiger still paces small circles, forgetting its strength. That's you. The roar, it's still inside. The world doesn't need another docile cat. It needs the tiger. If you flip this switch, conversations bend toward your frame. People lean in, not because you manipulate it, because your certainty gives them certainty. Your relationships deepen because they're built on truth, not masks. Your nervous system relaxes because authenticity takes less energy than suppression. If you don't flip it, you keep exhausting yourself trying to be liked, only to feel hollow. You'll resent people who take up the space you denied yourself. And worst of all, you'll teach the next generation to cage their own roar. Feel your eyes tracking. Notice how they already predict other states. Amplify that, use it to lead. Every time you want to shrink, expand, breathe bigger, speak clearer. Recognize fear not as a stop sign, but as a compass. Fear means this is exactly where power lies. From now on, every mask you wore becomes fuel for your influence. Every hidden impulse becomes a tool for leadership. You're not broken, you're not weak. You're a finely tuned social weapon that's been pointing at avoiding pain. Now you're flipping it, aiming it at creating change. And the divine truth is, hide and your life shrinks, express and your life expands. Stop dimming, roar, because the karma of not roaring is death before death. And the karma of roaring is freedom, influence, and the kind of love that isn't conditional, but is anchored into your fucking truth.